Welcome and thanks for your interest in HCC's interior design program. I'm excited to give you some more information and help you get started in this exciting career field. First, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about our faculty. We currently have 4 full-time faculty members. My name is Shasta Beveridge. I'm the program coordinator for HCC's interior design program. We also have Professors Jackie Berry, Maria Nascimento, and Professor Amit Nindra. We have 15 adjunct faculty members, and something that's really fantastic about our program is that you're going to be learning from industry professionals. So everyone that's teaching for our program comes from either a design or architecture background. So that's going to give you a great exposure as a student learning from these design professionals. Some fast facts about our program. We have currently 4 campus locations to serve our students, as well as a limited number of online classes. We are currently offering 3 awards, a transfer program with SFA's bachelor's degree in interior design, and dual credit with Aldine High School. We currently have a little over 350 students in our program. And you'll find that we are the most technologically advanced design program in the region, offering the most software applications in any program within our geographic area. We're also really proud to be able to bring our students a lot of access and exposure to innovative technology and equipment. And this includes VR headsets, 3D printers, laser cutters, shop bots. We even have over at our West Houston Institute a welding shop and a wood shop. So you really get to jump in there and get your hands dirty if you wish to do so. Our main campus location is located at HCC's Central Campus, and this is in Midtown. We are on Austin Street, and we are on the 3rd floor of the Fine Arts building, which is really great because it's connected to the parking garage, an easy walkover, especially when it's raining. On our Central Campus, you'll see that we have 3 drafting labs, we have 3 lecture spaces, we have a design critique space, a dedicated computer lab for our students, resource room, and our own makerspace there on the 3rd floor. We're also really excited this fall to unveil our method lab, which is a very unique active learning space that we're utilizing with our studio classes and also using it for VR work within our program. At our Central Campus, you can complete any of our awards. To serve our other areas, we also offer limited classes at different campuses, and these include Southwest Campus, which is our West Loop Center. We offer drafting courses. Most of your first year classes you'll be able to do at this campus. We also offer classes at our Northwest Campus, which is the Spring Branch location, and the West Houston Institute. Also, the West Houston Institute is the location for HCC's Idea Studio, and the interior design department partners a lot with West Houston on different projects, so I'm sure you'll be going there to visit. Our program also holds several accreditations. One is the National Association of Art and Design Schools, and we are one of the only community colleges in the state of Texas to have this accreditation. We are also a recognized program by the National Kitchen and Bath Association and also one of the founding school members of NKBA. And we're also accredited by Certified Interior Decorators Council. So you'll know that these third-party organizations have verified the quality of our program. We also have many industry affiliations. As a program, we believe it's important for our students to begin networking their first semester with us. To aid this, we've developed partnerships and relationships with a lot of different industry groups, including American Society of Interior Designers, the National Kitchen and Bath Association, NEWH, IIDA, and IDS. So when you're on campus, You'll be hearing a lot about these different groups, and we'll be inviting you to meetings and also extra events that are related to this. Networking is the best way to get that first design position. So it's something that you'll hear us talking about from the time you register for the program. We also have a interior design student organization, and this is an HCC official student organization called iDesign. It's for students and it's run by students. We have representatives from all of those professional industries on our iDesign group, and they bring a lot of workshops to our students, help to coordinate volunteer activities. We've done home building. We've worked with the Houston Furniture Bank. We do usually toy drives at Christmas, so there's lots of opportunities for you to get involved. We also have several annual program events that you'll be hearing about. One is the Square One, which is our interior design program orientation. We hold that every fall, and it is required for all interior design students. We do it during the day on campus at our central location. This year it will be the second year of classes. We also have an annual portfolio show called Reveal, and this takes place every spring, usually at the Decorative Center of Houston. But we market this to over 500 interior design firms, and it really is the best way for you to get that first job. We have on-site interviews for our design students that are participating in the portfolio show. And as a new student, it's a great way for you to see the work that you'll be producing in just a short time in the program. You'll also hear about SEED, which is our annual experiential learning program. And it's a great opportunity to get some hands-on experience designing and fabricating for different groups or for different spaces. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. We also have our students participate in a lot of field trips in our area. And also we bring a lot of guest speakers into the program as well. So what you want to hear about is your education. We offer several different awards, currently have an Associate of Applied Science in Interior Design, a Kitchen and Bath Design Professional, C1, so that's a Level 2 certificate, and an Interior Decorating, a C1, so that's a Level 1 certificate. Each one has a different number of credits. The AAS is 60 credits, Kitchen and Bath is 43, and Interior Decorating is 21. The time span for the programs is also different. If you're going full-time, that AAS will take you 2 years. As a community college, we don't have a lot of students that go full-time. Most of ours are part-time. If you're going part-time, this may look like a 4 to 5 year program. The Kitchen and Bath Design Professional can be completed in 1 year as a full-time student and 2 years as a part-time student. And that interior decorating certificate can be completed in 1 year as a full-time student and 1.5 years as a part-time student. And we'll talk a little bit more about the specifics of each program in a second. We also have developed a partnership with Stephen F. Austin State University in Nacogdoches, and this partnership allows our students to complete their bachelor's degree without ever having to leave the city of Houston. So we have a transfer guide, which is a list of courses you have to take at HCC, and then you can begin either online classes or in-person classes with SFA at our HCC Central Campus. And so this is really fantastic for those of you that want to earn a bachelor's degree, but you may be working or you may have children or other family commitments and you can't move for a 4-year program. We've got you covered. You can get that bachelor's degree without ever leaving the city of Houston and at a much lower cost than if you were just doing a 4-year degree at a different school. We're offering this year a digital badging in conjunction with our SEED program. And like I said before, this is an opportunity for students to get together to solve a design problem. And usually it is something that is connected with one of our campuses. So our first seed was designing and fabricating, you'll see that here on the right, furniture for West Houston Institute's courtyard. And our students were involved in every aspect of that project, from designing it to costing it to learning how to weld to learning how to cut the wood to learning to put everything together. Our second project was designing a cafe at WHI for HCC students. And we're really excited about our upcoming program, which is going to be to develop wellness spaces with Southwest Campus. Upon completing the SEED program, you will earn a digital badge, which is a really valuable credential as you're heading out into the job market. So we'll be talking about that more at this year's orientation, and we hope to get you signed up to participate. Aside from our awards, we also have special topics classes or special workshops that you'll see available. And these are classes in Revit, sustainable design. We do workshops for virtual reality and metaverse design and more. So you're able to learn more than what you just see in our different awards. We try to make as much available to our students as possible. So let's talk a little bit about those interior design courses, how to find them, and what the differences are. So you'll see that there is a course catalog on the HCC website. You can just type this into your browser, and that will give you a description for every class that you're going to see listed in our awards. They also have a degree planner that you can print from there. So if you're interested in our AAS, you can print that degree planner and see everything that's contained within that degree, and then use that catalog to look up the course descriptions to get a better idea of what you're going to be studying. HCC also has a lot of enrollment help for you. You can, of course, go to any campus location to get help with enrollment, or if you have general questions about academics or getting that enrollment process started. But we also have a virtual lobby where you can get help with just about anything, from selecting your courses and helping you to get your international student concerns and paperwork done. Academic courses, those can all be done through our virtual lobby, and the link is over here on the right hand side. If you are a student that is transferring from another design program, then you'll come and talk to me in the interior design department. The HCC's interior design program will evaluate any prior credit you had at a different interior design school. We're just going to need a copy of that transcript and the course names and all of the course descriptions to help you out with that. Everything else, you can check out that virtual lobby. Okay, you're going to see when you start looking at course schedules, there's a lot of different formats offered by HCC. So we're trying to make classes as available as we can. The top 3 types of classes that you're going to see in the interior design program are going to be online anytime. And those are classes that do just what it says on the tin. It's an online class and there's no set schedule for you to log in, but of course your online classes are going to have due dates. Faculty typically will offer meeting days and times for those online classes, and we record those and post those as well for you. You're also going to find hybrid lab classes within the interior design program, and those are courses that are 50% online and 50% in person. Typically, the online portion would be readings, homework assignments, quizzes if your class has that, and we utilize the lab time for our hands-on activity and collaboration. The third type of class you'll see is our in-person classes, and these are traditional in-person classes, typically meeting twice a week. And that format we usually use for a lot of our advanced studio classes. So things like residential design, commercial design, and also introductory courses that have a high skill level. So you'll see technical drawing, space planning offered in those different formats. Something to be mindful of as you start your program is that we have a lot of prerequisites in our program. And a prerequisite just means it's a class that you need to take before you enroll in the next course. So we have built the program on skill scaffolding. So we're going to teach you some skills in your first semester, and then we're going to build upon those in your second semester and moving forward through your third semester, fourth semester, so on. To that end, it is very important that students follow the course sequencing and are aware of the prerequisites. I've listed some of the courses on the left-hand side and their prerequisites. And if you are going on a part-time basis, it's really important that you touch base with a full-time faculty member to help you plan that. We're happy to sit down with you and map out a course to graduation. If you are not mindful of the prerequisites, sometimes part-time students can end up in a situation where they don't have any courses they can take for a whole semester because maybe they missed their prerequisites for courses. So please reach out to us and let us help you with that. So we also have some minimum passing grades for a few of our key classes that have a lot of skills involved in them. And we've done this after years of teaching these courses. We know that there are specific courses that if students don't really perform well, they have a lot of trouble in the subsequent classes. So the courses that have a minimum passing grade of a 75, that is different from HCC's passing grade of a 70, are going to be technical drawing, space planning, interior design graphics, which is your AutoCAD class, residential design, and commercial design. So if you're enrolled in those classes and you end up making less than a 75, we're going to ask you to retake those courses before you move forward in the program. Okay, so design is a technical industry, and you will be learning a lot of software over your time with us. The great thing is a lot of the software is free for students, and those that are not free for students really have a reduced fee. So if you're interested in the interior design program, these are some of the software packages you might want to start learning a little bit more about now. You'll start using software as early as your first semester with the program, and you're going to be using it throughout. And of course, once you graduate, you're going to continue to use it. So this is just a sampling of some of the software you'll be using in our program. Okay, so I know you guys must have some questions, so I wanted to address some of the most prevalent questions we get when we have new students come in. So number one question is, when can I start? What are the requirements? You can start in either the fall or spring or summer semester. Now, not all courses in the starting semester may be available during spring or summer because you're starting off cycle, but you can definitely do that. I have a lot of new students that want to start in the summer with just a couple classes, get their feet wet, and then jump in full time for the fall. So you can really start at any semester. There are no requirements to begin other than for our AAS degree in the kitchen and bath certificate. You have to have passed the TSI. HCC is an open enrollment institution, which means if you have completed high school, if you have completed your GED, then you can enroll into HCC. Now you might ask, can I complete this program online? Now we do offer a lot of the more lecture-based classes in an online format, but as of now, no, you cannot complete the whole program as an online degree or an online certificate. You will have to come to class to take some of those courses, but you can definitely get started online. Is an internship required? Yes, it is. We have a practicum course in both our AAS and in our kitchen and bath certificate, and the hands-on experience that you obtain with a practicum or an internship is so valuable. It also is one of the places that students get that first job. Interns that do a great job are often asked to stay on as full-time employees when they have completed it. Sometimes we have students that do more than one internship because they want to see different sides of the industry. We have a great reputation in Houston's design group, and we have a lot of interior designers, a lot of architecture firms that will come to us seeking internships. So while you are responsible for landing your own internship, we definitely put information out to you guys about people who are actively looking for interns or employees. Do I need any special equipment or software? Your first semester, you are probably okay if you don't have a lot of equipment or a higher end computer, but after that point you want to look at doing some investment to a computer that's going to meet your needs. Early in the fall term, we release kind of our computer recommendations to the program. We start going over them at the fall orientation. But you might be saying, well, I've got a computer at home, and most of us do. But the thing that's different about the computers that you're going to use while you're in school is that not only are you going to be using those kind of Microsoft Office products, Word, Excel, you're going to be getting into some graphic software, AutoCAD, SketchUp, Inkscape. You're probably going to be working in some VR environments as well. So this requires computers that have more running memory, better graphics cards, so they are more kind of specialized computers. And we can talk more about that as you get into the program. You don't need it your first semester, but you will as you start to move forward. We do make computers available to you at school, but there will be a time when campus will be closed or you really prefer working at home and you'll need access to computer equipment that can do that. Software, you will be using software. Some of the software like AutoCAD is going to, and Inkscape will be free to students. Some you may have to pay a reduced fee. For example, SketchUp has a pro student version that's only $55 a year. And again, we'll be talking to you about that more in your early classes with the program. Okay, what is the difference between interior design and interior decorating? So while these two areas are related, they are different. So when we think about interior decorating, that's more doing with surface decoration. So coming in, changing the flooring, selecting materials and finishes, specifying window treatments would fall under more interior decorating. Interior design is a bit more advanced and involved in that, and really is a more technical field. So interior designers not only consider the aesthetics of a space, but are also concerned with the health, safety, and welfare of those using it. We get into accessibility considerations, especially if you're designing commercial interior spaces. If you want to be doing drawings for reconstruction or remodeling projects, that's going to fall more under interior design. Can I complete this program at night? No, you cannot. We do offer evening classes, but there are some limitations with night classes. We can only do night classes from about 5:30 to 8:30 at night. Interior design courses are typically, especially our studio lab classes, 3 hours each. So a daytime student would be doing at least 2 classes a day, where in the evening we can only fit 1 in that block. And not all classes are offered in the evening. So we do our best to make evening classes available, but at some point in your certificate or your award, you will need to come to campus to take classes during the day. What will I learn in the program? We'll take a closer look at that in a second, but the interior design program in general covers a lot of ground. So you're going to learn design basics, and then you're going to start to learn technical skills, and then we're going to learn how to implement those within different interior situations, including residential spaces, commercial spaces, and also kitchen and bath spaces. right? How long will it take me to complete this program? This really depends on which award you're taking and how you're taking the classes. If you are a full-time student taking 4 or 5 classes per semester, you can complete the AAS degree in 2 years. Now, if you are a student that has outside responsibilities and commitments, working, kids, spouses, all that kind of stuff, then you may not be able to go to school full time. You may need to go to school part time. So, of course, that's going to extend your graduation date. And what we really recommend is that if you are a part time student, please come in and meet with me or Professor Barry, and let us sit down with you and map out a path to graduation. For a part-time student, this will prevent you from getting in a situation where you're missing a prerequisite and have to sit out a semester. Let us help you plan that so you know exactly what you need to take each semester that you're enrolled. Are design classes hard? I'm going to go ahead and say that they are hard, but they're hard because they are different. So if you've taken academic classes, English, math, social studies, history, we know that there's a lot of reading and there's homework assignments, but typically those are assignments that you can start and finish in a sitting. Interior design classes are not that way. So when we're talking about design, it's a process of taking in the information, developing solutions for design challenges, and then communicating what those solutions are through construction documentation and presentations. So the projects are a lot more involved, and we recommend setting aside anywhere from, I would say, 9 to 12 hours a week for non-studio classes. And I'm going to say when you get to like residential and commercial design, you're going to be working on those about 20 hours a week outside of the 6 hours a week that you're in class. So you really need to kind of assess your personal situation and your time allowance and think, all right, do I need to go full time? Do I need to pace myself out and go part time? And if you have questions about the workload for different classes, feel free to reach out to a full-time faculty member and we can give you an overview of that class and kind of what you're looking at as far as assignments and time commitments from that. We would rather have you take less classes and produce portfolio-ready work than to run through all of the courses, not be able to retain much information, and not have a very good portfolio at the end. So just reach out to us if you have questions about that. And if you are interested in seeing our students work, you want to take a look at this QR code with your phone camera, and that's going to take you to our virtual reality portfolio show that we held last year. So we have an immersive portfolio experience online. You don't need to sign up to get into it. It'll take you in there. You can walk around, and as you walk through, you're going to see photos of our graduates. The plaques will take you to their websites with all of their work they've completed in the program, and the spheres will take you inside one of their 3D designs. So I think visiting this portfolio show will give you a good feel for the kind of work that we're producing and what you'll be doing within our program. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about the different awards. The first one we're going to take a look at is going to be our Interior Design Associate of Applied Science. Now, this degree takes place over 2 years, and you'll see here at the top that there are some course prerequisites. So you need to have passed the TSI, and you also need to have completed the Learning Frameworks class. Now, if you are coming with 10 hours of transfer credit from any other college, you do not need to take that ED UC class, and your advisor will help you get that in there. But you also need to complete a general education elective. That is a prerequisite courses for entering the interior design program. And then you'll see all the courses that are contained in the degree plan, and we've also listed what the prerequisites are. So you can see how important those prerequisites are. So you might be saying, well, what do I do with the interior design AAS? This is designed to give you a balance of technical, creative, and business training that you can utilize for entry into the interior design field at an entry level. So students that have completed the AAS are typically hired by interior design firms as assistant or associate designers, and then they start to kind of work their way up. They are also hired by different vendors. Some of our students want to get into kind of being sales reps or being suppliers to interior design. So you really get to decide what area of design you want to go with. The AAS gives you the most skills out of any of our awards or certificates. You'll also have the opportunity within the AAS to take classes in residential design and commercial design. Students say, hey, I don't know what I'm more interested in. And so that the AAS really gives you an opportunity to work in both and see what you want to pursue once you've graduated. Okay, so course sequencing, super important for all of our awards. So as you're looking at the degree plan on the left-hand side, the courses that are highlighted in green are first semester classes. Whether they're first year or second year, first semester classes are always guaranteed to be on the fall schedule. This is great information to have, especially if you're a part-time student and you're kind of planning out that degree pathway. The courses that are in blue are second semester classes, and those are always going to be found in the spring term. Whether they're first year or second year, they're always going to be on the schedule for the spring semester. And highlighted here in orange is our special class, which is our practicum. So even though this is sitting in your second year, second semester, please know that practicum is offered every summer term. It's offered as a summer 10-week course, and you can take it after you've completed the whole first year of classes, or you can take it at the end of the second year. It's up to you. The prerequisite for that practicum class is completion of the first year of classes. You also need a permission number to enroll in the practicum class, so when you get there, you'll just email me and we'll take a look that you've met the requirements and we'll get you enrolled for that. So sometimes students will say, hey, I really wanted to take this class, but it's not available in the spring semester. So let's say presentation drawing, and you'll say, why aren't you offering that presentation drawing in the spring semester? Well, because that is a first semester class, it's guaranteed for fall. Now, we do try to offer as many courses off cycle as we can, but we are not able to offer every single class in the AAS every semester. And you're going to find that summer offerings are reduced because a summer term is either 8-week classes or 10-week classes for us. Our typical courses run 16 weeks. So it's very difficult for us to take studio classes and squish them into a 10-week semester and have students produce portfolio level work. Something that I really want you to be mindful of is that these first semester courses are the most important prerequisites in the program. And this will slow you down, especially if you're going part-time. So let's say that you take history and basic elements and fundamentals your first semester, but you don't take technical drawing. Well, you're going to be limited in what you can take that second semester. You're not going to be able to take space planning or interior design graphics or rendering techniques because technical drawing is the prerequisite for that. So please get these first semester courses done as quickly as possible. For some of you that are going part-time and you may want to Identify courses that do not have prerequisites that can be taken at any time. Those are going to be highlighted here in purple. So if you end up with a light semester and you want to put some more courses in there, those are the courses that you're going to be looking to add. Okay, let's take a look at your kitchen and bath design professional. This is a level 2 certificate. It is split up into 2 years, 43 credits, and over 4 semesters. Now, the first thing that you're going to see is, hey, there's a lot of overlap between courses that were in the AAS and courses in the kitchen and bath certificate, and you are absolutely correct. So most of our students start the AAS and then get really interested in kitchen and bath. Or they'll complete the AAS and then say, you know what? I want to get involved in kitchen and bath design, which is a great area because whether people are buying or selling a home, what are they remodeling? Kitchens and baths. So especially in Houston, this is a great industry to get involved with. This certificate gets you ready to jump into kitchen and bath design, whether you're working for yourself or you're working for another interior designer or a kitchen and bath showroom or a kitchen and bath vendor. And the courses in here are overlapping with that AAS. So what that means is if you complete the AAS, you can have more than one award. So you can, while you're in the program with us, you can actually earn all 3. The interior decorating certificate, the kitchen and bath design professional, and the AAS in interior design. So if you decide, hey, I want to start this kitchen and bath certificate, we will apply those courses taken in the AAS to the kitchen and bath certificate. This is a really great certificate, and we work closely with the National Kitchen and Bath Association, which has a great Houston chapter that is super active, and they love students. Okay, so course sequencing. Again, the courses highlighted in green, whether they're first year or second year, are guaranteed to be on the fall schedule always. The courses that are in blue, whether they're first year or second year, are guaranteed to be on the spring schedule. And again, you're going to see that practicum class listed, and that's going to be your summer course. And you can take that class after your first full year of the kitchen and bath certificate or at the end of it. It's up to you. But you need to at least have completed the first year because we want you to have enough skills to be of use to the company that employs you as an intern, right? And lastly, we have our interior decorating C1 certificate. Now, I will say that a lot of times students will say, I'm not really sure if I want to do interior design, I want to try it out, and they will start with this interior decorating certificate. I would say that 90% of the time, you guys love it so much that you stay on and complete the kitchen and bath certificate or the AAS degree. The interior decorating certificate is really to give you a taste of the design industry and prepare you for a very entry-level position working for someone else, maybe as an assistant. Sometimes people take this for just personal enrichment, and sometimes they take it because they are interested in maybe starting their own business. So they want to get some of that information. Their TSI is not required for the level 1 certificate, but there is a math requirement, and we have a prerequisite of TECM 1301 industrial mathematics. You can also substitute that with any college level math that you may have already taken as well. You'll see the same kind of course sequencing. Here, the first semester courses are always guaranteed for the fall semester, and second semester always for the spring semester. Practicum is not required for this level 1 interior decorating certificate. So we want to keep you guys in the loop with what's happening in the program. We have a free Substack called Design Notes. If you're interested in the program, I would really encourage you to sign up for this Substack. Like I said, it's free. You can opt out at any time. But anytime that there are events such as the upcoming orientation dates, new classes that are offered, design events that you may want to go to with a group of friends, or you may want to go to make some friends, we're going to push that out through our Substack. So take a moment, sign up for design notes, and so we can keep in touch with you. Okay. I've also listed program contacts. Like I said, I am the program coordinator, Shasta Beveridge. Another great contact for you to have is Professor Jackie Berry, who's another full-time faculty member. We also have a department chair, Min Pham, and we have an academic advisor that is assigned to the interior design program. When you register with HCC and begin your enrollment process, you're going to be assigned an advisor. We do recommend that our students ask to be transferred to Shawn Huey, just because she's a lot more familiar with our program. The way that we kind of work together is, if you have any questions about academic classes that you should be taking or that are being transferred in, or any of those kind of general advising questions, you're going to go to Shawn with those questions. If you have questions about the interior design program, transfer credits that you need to have evaluated by the program, or what classes you should be taking, reach out to me or Professor Berry about those, and let us help you and get you pointed in the right direction. Also, I've included some HCC contacts for you. You can go to any campus and get this information, but also HCC is doing a ton of stuff via Zoom. So these are all the Zoom sign-up links for the different groups, like the virtual tour, veteran services, international student services, financial aid, Central College, and the online college. Okay? And so after that, there's only one thing left for you to do, and that's to get you registered for classes today. Please know that interior design classes, they fill up quickly. Our lab classes are limited to a cap of 18, and our other courses are capped at 25. So register soon. If you're trying to register for a class and that class is full and closed, reach out to the faculty member that's teaching it. Ask if they can squeeze you in, because we all want to get as many students in as we can. So looking forward to having you in class. Don't hesitate to reach out to me if you've got any more questions that I can help you with. Thanks, and have a great day.